A river is a large natural water stream that flows along a natural depression. It is called a riverbed and is fed by surfaces and underground's runoff from the territory of its catchment basin. Today, we will look at the structural elements of a river. The leakage flow is the place where the river begins. The leakage flow of the river can be a lake, swamp, spring, in the mountains a glacier. In the Carpathians, many small rivers begin from springs. According to tributaries, the river has a right and left bank. A river mouth is a place where a river flows into any body of water, another river, lake, sea, or reservoir. Some rivers do not have a permanent river mouth, as their riverbed migrates while the river mouth also moves. When flowing into a large body of water, the channel of a plain river can change shape, forming a delta or estuary. Water divide is a line demarcating adjacent drainage basin. In mountainous or hilly areas, it is expressed more clearly, and in plain areas more weakly. In mountains, water divide lines often run along crests and ridges. At the same time, the flow of water and atmospheric precipitation is directed in different directions from the crest on opposite slopes. The tributaries of the river are streams and rivers that flow into a larger river. Along the way of the passage from the source to the river mouth, the river collects all nearby streams as well as smaller rivers, which becomes its tributaries. Some rivers have several hundred tributaries. There are right and left tributaries. A meander is a smooth, circular bend in a river channel, sometimes 180 degrees. Meanders are mostly characteristic of plain rivers. They are formed as a result of channel processes, erosion of the channel, and accumulation deposition. Gradually, the meander turns into a loop-like meander, which the river can break through in the narrowest part, paving a new, shorter path. An old woman is formed in the channel left by the current. An oxbow lake is a section of its former stream separated from the river, or a lake, lying in old streams left by the river channels. It has an elongated, sinuous, or horseshoe-shaped shape. Oxbow lakes are observed mainly on floodplains, rarely on terraces. They are usually small in area. They are common in the river valleys of the mostly flat part of Ukraine, in the floodplains of the Dnieper, Desna, Sula, Sel, and Seversky Donets. The estuary is a single-armed, funnel-shaped bay that narrows to the top. It was formed as a result of the flooding of the low-lying part of the river valley and modified under the influence of wave and tidal processes. The largest estuaries in the world are the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the estuary on the Prana River. A delta is an area where a river flows into an ocean, sea, lake, or other river, divided into branches and channels. It includes the upper stratum of the removal river mouth cone of the river and the alluvial overwater part, which forms a complex hydrographic network and a peculiar landscape. Normally, the delta is marshy. On the territory of Ukraine, deltas are characteristic of the large rivers of the south: Dnipro, Dniester, Danube, of which the Danube delta is the largest. A drainage basin is a part of the Earth's surface that includes a river system, the main river with its tributaries, and is separated from other river systems by watersheds. In the world, the largest drainage basins in terms of area have the following rivers: the Amazon, the Congo with Lualaba, Mississippi from Missouri, and Paraná with La Plata. The largest drainage basin in Ukraine is the Dnipro.